2-1, and then a win at Georgetown. Just kind of your thoughts on heading to the East Coast and how you guys performed over there.
Yeah, 3-1 trip to the East Coast. Getting used to going back and forth to the East Coast, 3 time zones. There's some things that we learned from all that. Overall, coming out of a trip, you want to be 4-0. You go 3-1. It's a good trip. Not a great trip, but a good trip. There were some things we did really well and some things that we still look to improve upon. Specifically, the improvements need to come from, the pitching department where we can stabilize some of that. We saw some bright lights at the end of the tunnel there for the pitching department at times, and then we saw a blow up in game 1 of the doubleheader in game 2 of the series that cost us basically the ball game. And so, we're still continuing to try to improve upon the consistency in a good way of the pitching side of it. I think if we can handle that and manage that, I think that'll give us our best chance to be able to come out of weekends with a sweep.
Do you feel like you guys are getting closer there? I know that pitching maybe not be where you want it, but do you feel like you are moving forward to where you want to be right now?
No doubt we've progressed. There's no doubt we've progressed in that. Especially look at Jason Wright's outing, Cole Stokes' last outing. There's been other things that you can point to with that have been really, really good. Progressing, but not there yet. Offensively, progressing and still not there yet. I think is what I could say to that.
And what about the consistency? Because a couple of weeks ago, you said that the inconsistency of this group, we were kind of seeing it. Do you feel like they've addressed that at least a little bit over the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, they've addressed it clearly. You're not going to score 10 runs a game every single time you roll out on a baseball field. Hitting's going to come, it's going to go. Sometimes you're going to line out, kind of like in the first game of the doubleheader. We got the bases loaded, a chance to be able to really kind of even the score, and Drew Smith hits an absolute rocket up the middle, and it goes straight into the pitcher's glove, and it was a look what I found moment. So, you catch some bad luck sometimes too. However, I look at it and I say, yeah, we are progressing in those areas. I think the stabling factor usually is, are you pitching it and you're playing good defense? To date, I think we've been playing pretty good defense on a consistent basis. And then the pitching department, we saw improvements in different areas. We've seen Clark be, an excellent starter. He should be back with us again this weekend and in full go, which is great. Jason had a tremendous weekend last weekend. Could have won the conference pitcher of the week. Didn't, but pitched at that level. He was so good. And Grayson's obviously been a very, very key piece of the starting rotation, and he's been consistently good. So from a starting pitching perspective, I think we've answered some questions, and it's about stabling the rest of it down.
You mentioned Clark there. He's kind of struggled the last 2 road outings. This time against Maryland, I know that they're a good hitting ball club, but 1 strikeout, I think it was, lots of inability to get swings and misses. Just what's kind of going on with him right now, and how do you get him back to where he was pre?
Colin's never really a strikeout guy. Colin's more of a contact pitcher, and he kept us in the ball game until the very end of the outing when his command got loose on him and he was tired. He fatigued. And so Colin's been pretty steady for us up to date, and I look for him to have a good outing this weekend.
You guys have a rotation for this weekend?
Not yet. We with the short week and us just get back into town, we will by the end of the day today.
Mm-hmm. Jack Brooks, seen him kind of walking around with a leg brace. Is he out for the year? Is he what's up with him?
He's day to day.
Coach, obviously, first top 25 ranked series for you guys this season. How do you feel like you guys have kind of prepared with the competition you guys faced, and do you feel like at this point in the season you're ready to face a team like a UCLA, especially here at home at PK?
Yeah, excited to be able to play against good people. That's going to be awesome. Can't wait. I think the place will be electric. Park should be packed. We're 25-10 right now, and we've been nationally ranked the whole year. So, and we still haven't even played our best baseball. And so for the naysayers out there that say, oh, you're this, you're that, you're horrible, that's probably far from the truth. And yet we haven't reached our potential quite yet. That's on the coaches to be able to try to get this group to get there. And we accept the challenge. We're looking forward to it. We know that our schedule has good teams on it coming up, which is basically means that we have an opportunity to control our own fate, which is great.
Just curious, is there any team that, when you've seen UCLA, what they do with the rotation and what they do with the plate, that they're similar of, that you can kind of look, that you guys can maybe watch on film, maybe like, okay, you see what this pitcher is doing, maybe another pitcher you guys have faced similar, anything like that at all?
Well, we see all their games. We see all their at-bats. We see every pitch that they've thrown. So the video these days is clearly allowing us to prepare for whoever.
What do you
Carter
make
had
of
a strong offensive day at the plate the last 2 days of the weekend. Just what X factor can he provide offensively? We know what he does with the glove. What can he bring with the bat at the bottom of the lineup?
Well, I mean, our bottom of the lineup's been pretty good for us, to be honest with you. Those guys have been getting on base quite a bit, and when they get on base, to be able to set the table for the top of the order, I think is when the thing really is starting to click. It started getting going the last couple of days. I'd love to see more of it. You know, Carter hit a grand slam, first home run of the year for him, but the things that he did better than even just hitting just the one grand slam, he's spraying the ball around the park, taking his hit by pitches instead of jumping out of the way, little things like that, just to where he can get on base for the big boys at the top, I think is huge.
you made from Rock Chalosky? He's a guy who was kind of a highly rated recruit, and now I think it's junior year he's going into now.
He's a sophomore right now.
Sophomore,
Yeah,
yeah,
Rock,
just
yeah.
what have you seen from him and his growth at UCLA?
Dad Dan's a great guy, scout, longtime scout, baseball guy, right, with the Reds. And, you know, Rock is just, he's a tremendous player. He's always been a tremendous player. He's a balanced player. You know, you got him and Maddox Maloney out there at shortstop this weekend going against each other. You know, maybe the two best shortstops in the sophomore class in the whole country. At least two of the best in the country. Whether they're the top two or not, time will tell. But Rock's really good. He's got tremendous feel for the baseball. He can hit. He's a well-rounded player. You know, that's why everybody in the country was trying like crazy to get him out of high school. He's not a secret. He is as advertised. He's that good.
You guys started Drew Smith a couple games out there in the outfield.
Yeah,
Just
good.
what did you think of his performance at the dish and then out there in right field?
Well, gritty, lost the ball in the sun. You know, I mean, it went for a hit, I guess. Lost the ball in the sun. Probably should have been an error, although it went in the sun. I don't know if you can tag a guy for an error on a thing like that. Drew runs around great out there when he's healthy. He hasn't been healthy for us this year, which has really hurt us. He's a gritty player. You know, he's not a guy that's going to have big, gaudy home run type numbers, but boy, does he give you a competitive at-bat. He had some really competitive at-bats this last weekend. Played very, very well. Hit very, very well. And, you know, he runs around the outfield as good as anybody we've got in those corner outfield spots. You know, I mean, excluding Anson, I think we're playing Anson in the corner outfield right now, and he's our best outfielder. He could easily be a center fielder, but he's so elite at left field, especially at PK Park. We all know how tough that field is out there. He's so elite out there, I don't want to move him. But still, yeah, I mean, Drew is really a plus defender in the outfield, and I think he'll be a big asset moving forward, and we're happy to have him back off the hurt list.